If anyone says right now, new hip hop's not good, they're just ignorant. It's the same as like most things. If you don't know much about it, you don't like it.
I reckon people are just more brave to kind of represent themselves these days, eh?
Show that peace out, so bless up and peace out to the ones who show me love to what they been about. Never tripping out on this trip unless I'm greened out.
You have the power to do it. You know, you don't have to have hundreds of thousands of dollars from a record company backing you.
More being your true self. Like, everybody can rap about guns and shit.
What's happening now is the shit.
Yeah, it's like whenever I hear anyone, they're like, oh, I really like hip hop. I say, oh, who do you listen to? Jurassic 5, De La Soul.
People were just kind of like mimicking what they were seeing on TV, which is heavily influenced by the American hip hop culture, I suppose. But people are starting to really just like kind of represent themselves, and the Kiwiana that comes along with it as well.
There was like no one supporting it and shit. Like it was healthy in a point where it was good, but no one was actually going to shows. No one could do like sold out like tours and shit. Like where now everybody loves this shit.
You gotta say the turning point was probably Homebrew, when Tom started rapping about just normal everyday stuff that we all experience as Kiwis in Aotearoa, you know.
You're gonna live a while.
And from that it kind of empowered people to be like, hey, man, I can make music and I can do it on a grand scale. I can be number one on the charts if I make a good album and promote it properly.
But man, like I guess Tom is the best example of New Zealand rap, and like everyone, like when they hear or see Tom, like they're like, I know that guy.
The police are investigating a song which includes threats to kill the Prime Minister and have sex with his daughter. The writer, Tom Scott, from the hip-hop band At Peace, insists he's trying to get young people to enrol to vote. But as Adam Hollingworth reports, others say he's gone too far and they want the song back.
Look, this ain't no fucking joke. We fucking broke, far from cutting coat. All we got is luck and hope. Dreams gone up in smoke. One day, some way, that's what we used to say. Now we black out, sniff and white, so the future's great and you.
Homebrew were, like, to me personally, one of the first they did in New Zealand that way. They built up a massive fan base just off their social media alone, and that drew the record companies. It's because we gave our shit away for free, man.
Yeah, I think New Zealand hip hop's just doing well right now in that regard, because we've found a real good way of referencing New Zealand things in a subtle way without alienating a global audience. So like if someone outside of New Zealand listens to what we're doing right now, they won't hear it as like, oh, I don't know what he's talking about. They will hear it as like, oh, he's talking about like this sort of thing, and it must be from where he's from.
And you look at like other countries, like where they kind of do alienate broader audiences, like Australia and England, like they kind of alienate their audience by being too localized.
I just think independent artists, like just the rise of independent artists, platform for independent artists.
Man, imagine how shit New Zealand hip hop would be right now if there was no such thing as Facebook.
Yeah.
No one would know each other.
You know what, man, like there could be people who would listen to your music, and if they didn't see it off social media, they would never know that you make music.
It's like the first generation that has YouTube and social media as well, because that's like, you have easy access to see what's happening around the world.
Made this fucking platform. It was the internet was a platform for like anybody.
And like as well, at the same time, I met both these dudes on social media.
Yeah,
like
yeah.
as far as connecting with other artists, it's the only way to do it. You couldn't these days say to someone, oh, can you give me this person's phone number? And then just text them up.
Yeah.
Facebook's not what you want to do.
You have the opportunity for like these high profile artists and stuff to listen to your stuff too, because it might just run down the feed, because one of their friends might like it or one of their friends might share it, and then, you know, the possibilities are endless.
You don't even need any gear, just a computer. Like you can make music, just a computer, no gear. Like, it's that simple now.
Quite exciting, you know, you put it on and it just spreads. You don't know who's listening to it, and you know what, there's a lot more people that are listening to it than you think there are, you know.
Because now New Zealand's so small, every single person in New Zealand you probably have 2 mutual friends or something, you know, along those lines.
everybody loves free shit, man. Like if it's for free, it'd be like it's worth a listen.
Feeling like I found her.
You know, man, I make music, but I'm not going to make my fortune off music. I can say that as a musician right now. Well, I'm not putting all my chips into the one basket to make my fortune off music and to support me for the rest of my life. I love doing it because I love fucking doing it, you know what I mean? And there's a lot of Kiwis that are in that same boat. There is not a lot of finance that's backing New Zealand musicians, you know. There's a lot of people that are out there that are just fucking organising their own gigs, you know, organising their own hard copies and distributing them themselves on Bandcamp and on their Facebook pages, etc., you know. And there can be this real facade that like, oh yeah, you're doing well now, you know, you're making some money and all that kind of stuff, but it's not really the case. Like even if you are making money, you're making money in spurts. So it's like 1 month you'll have 3 shows, you make some money, and then the next 2 months you won't have any shows. And at the same time, you don't want to be doing shows every week to make money as well. Like, you've got to have that exclusivity as well. So I feel like Kiwi musicians are just hungrier, bro. And they spend more time in the studio, and they put more heart, and they put more soul, and they put more passion into it. And you can see it in their music. You know, like you feel their soul when you listen to their music.
That's like all of you guys, like heard like your music, and then like in an instant I can find you on Facebook, like not know your real name or anything, just the artist name, and then be like find out who you are, like find your personal account, be like, bro, I like your shit, like let's work, or you know, or just.
Actually, that's hugely important to New Zealand because the difference is in America, you probably go to school and there's like 40 kids trying to do it.
I said, when you got a nigga nice like this, spend the pen and shit. Because I'm smooth with the ink, but never had good penmanship. But that's irrelevant, just had to get it off my chest. Like a Playboy bunny, I'm now exposing the press.
So you've got 40 kids to hang out with and pick who you want to work with.
Yeah.
Here, man, I didn't know a single person who rapped or made music before I started wanting to do it myself. You know, and then like the first person I hit up was Tony. I mean, I had done like random stuff before, but like the first person I hit up to try and do it properly was Tony. I found him, I saw someone shared a Chill Street video, and I was like, oh, that's dope, who made that beat? And then someone was like, I can't remember what track it was, but they were like, told me you made it, so I looked you up, and then got in touch. But that's the difference. New Zealand, we don't come from a big enough place to have options in your area.
Yeah.
You have to like venture out. So social media is probably like the key thing for us.
Yeah, it really connects everyone, ain't it? Like.
No.
if you look globally, like you're saying that New Zealand could be like a phenomenon and rap globally, and you look globally, you're like, where does good rap come from? Like America, obviously, and then like there's a little bit of shit in the UK, but not really. Like New Zealand like has like definitely.
We're pretty close to.
Yeah, man.
Yeah, for sure.
Like try and think of like a country that does rap as well as New Zealand. Apart from the States. Like,
and that's the thing, that our hip hop thing isn't just rap. We have some of the craziest producers at the moment that I ever hear.
You have the power to do it. You know, you don't have to have hundreds of thousands of dollars from a record company backing you, pushing your stuff into stores. You know what I mean? Like, it has become an age of good music. You know, if people like your music, they'll listen to it, and you'll develop more of a following. Like there is an element of having to promote your stuff and push it. You can't just make good music and then that's it. But at the same time, like, I mean, it's flooding the gene pool. There's a lot out there to choose from, but there's probably more quality in the gene pool now than there ever was, you know? Because there's not some bigwig out there going, okay, everyone's just gonna listen to the music that I like, you know? It's everyone has choices now.
All it's going to take is like once one person blows, if they represent New Zealand, put on all the other people that deserve to blow and should blow, then boom, that's it. It's going to be like this massive.
Like what happened with New Zealand film.
Yeah, for sure.
Like,
true.
Yeah.
Because that was exactly like this. Like Peter Jackson, they were just like doing things like this. They were meeting up and like, oh, should we try and write a film, like make a film? And they were making real shit low budget things. And then one by one, they all knew each other, and then they're all massive, like international.
And the Oscar goes to Peter Jackson, Lord of the Rings.
People would post shit on Facebook and you'd be like, they'd never say that in real life. You know, or they'd never be brave enough to say that in real life. And what it's doing, it's empowering people to have a voice.
Like the desire's the same. Like a young kid still wants to be a rapper.
Yeah, I wanted to be a rapper when I was in high school, definitely. I legit wanted to, like, that's what I wanted to do when I was in high school, but the difference for me is I didn't realise it was possible.
Kiwis have a different journey, we have a different struggle, and we're just starting to finally realise that that actually has some real presence in the world, and it can really influence people on a mainstream level. You know, I think people overseas really resonate with what's happening in New Zealand. Quincy Jones said a little while ago, it was like, I don't know what year it was or something, but I heard that this happened, that he said that the next culture of music is going to come from the South Pacific. Because we're relatively new cultures, you know, these people are coming from these tribal, indigenous areas, and then they're coming straight to New Zealand, you know, like that tribal, spiritual, instrumental kind of upbringing that they've always had, which is all about the feel. It's not about like methodical, technical ways of doing things. It spills over into their music. That's why a lot of indigenous people do quite well musically, I think.
And hip hop right now isn't going to turn commercial. We're going to change the commercial to what we're making. Because you look at it's just the way it's going to work, because more people are going to click onto it than the people who are onto it are going to click off. So it's only, it can only grow, it can only expand.
X just to open up, no one knowing us. Now we about to put the world in the curtain clutch.
Money after that, and before us in the hands, Ricky Mo's concept.
People that watch this in like 5 years or whatever, good luck.